Welcome back. Just did struts on this '07 Ford Edge. Got what it was. '07 Ford Edge. When I was in there, I noticed that the swaybar end link on the passenger side was completely broken in half. So we're going to do swaybar end links on this. All right, so we're looking from the front to the back. Front of the control arm right there. That's the bottom half of the end link, the swaybar end link, and you can see it's just broken. The top's completely broken off. Looks like it's an 18. Let's see if we can just zip it, get lucky and zip it off. Otherwise, we'll have to grab it with a pair of vice grips and pull it off of there. But let's see. Noisy. It's spinning it, so I thought it would. I have to grab with a pair of vice grips on the back side here to hold it so it doesn't spin. Hopefully without too much problem, we'll see. So I tried to zip that, just zip that off. I couldn't get it. So it does have a hex on the end of it. So I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit. Try to clean the threads up if I can. Not the easiest to get to, but clean it up some and find the right size and see if we can get it to come out. Alright, so that's the right size. I'd say 6 millimeter hex. So you've got to turn it like you're trying to put it in. Hold the nut, 18 millimeter, hold that and see, and be careful because speaking from experience, these around here tend to seize up and then they break. Or you break the bit. I've done that many times too. But let's see if we can get this somehow. Just hard to get at. Boy, that doesn't, it's not helping me, I will say that. Get that bit all in there. Moving. Try to get my light in a better spot for you here so you don't have so much glare. Probably won't work, but probably will anyway. Actually, this one's coming out, so that's good so far. If it binds up, then turn it back in. Clean the threads out. This one seems to feel pretty good right now, so. It's starting to bind, so what I'll do is I'll run it back in the other way. Get my hand where I can hold this. Kind of flush the threads out on this. Let me get a small extension. Just trying to get in a spot where I can hold this thing. Run it back in a little bit to clean the threads some more. You probably can't see it, but I can see all the crud in there. Just tearing it up. Clean it up. Tearing the threads up. Now we'll run it back in and see if we get further here. Once again, back up, come back out. Don't rush yourself on this, because if you break it, you just make it a lot harder to do. So, let me get a different brush. Try to do your best not to break it. Try again here. That's what you want to avoid. I just broke that bit. So I did exactly what I just told you not to do, which is not back off of the thing right near the end to get it out of there and snap the bit off. I've got enough of it sticking out the back that I can get a hold of that with a pair of vice grips, hopefully, and get it the rest of the way. But it is locked up right now. I mean, completely locked up. See if I can. Just hard to get at. I don't know if that's going to be enough to hold it or not, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot. Probably won't work, but we'll get it. Spinning. See if I can get a bigger pair in there. I don't think I can, but dummy. Come on, I know you're right. I just can't get a good shot. Oh. There it goes. I made that a lot harder than it needs to be. Be careful with the hex bits. That's the problem with them. They if you lean on them too hard, they will break. It broke off and made my life, you know, I made my own life more difficult because I know better and did it anyway. So there it is. There's the bottom half. We're going to come around to this side and do the top half. So this is the upper one here. I'm going to do the same thing. And I always get comments, oh, it's got a hex end, and just use the hex end, it comes right off. Yeah, that's great if you live somewhere that doesn't ever have rust. But what happens is what just happened with that bottom one. You have to be really careful because it will bind up, and then it will break the bit. And that's what happened to me, and that's my own fault because I know better. Not that I've ever broken a bit off. Yeah, that's how I know not to do that. We got a vice grip. This one's a little easier to get to. We're going to put a vice grip on the upper end, and we're going to gun that off if we can. Don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Try. Give it a shot. I don't know how much of it you're going to see, but that's how you like them to go. Grab a hold of the vice grip on the back. Pop it out of there. Done. There's the top. And can I get it in there? Oh, there we go. Sneak it in without prying on it. Kind of, hopefully you saw that. Kind of have it up here. Get the top in. Get it started. Then I can get the bottom in. It's tight though. I will say that. A little bit. All right, everybody's happy now, or at least everybody's in. Let's get the nylon lock nuts. Get that started on both ends. We'll reach in behind with the wrench. Where did I put that wrench? Correct size in here. Get on the flat, hold that, and then I should be able to zip these back in. I don't know why manufacturers don't make them all like that, but most of the factory I haven't seen have that flat on them. But they put the hex in there, but that's great until it gets rusty. There we go. Do the same thing at the bottom. You sneak in here. I'll move in a second. I'm going to get my wrench in place. Got my wrench on it, holding the back. That's it. There's a torque spec on them. I'm not real worried about that torque. Snug it up. They're not going anywhere. That's it. So there you go. There's the new one in place. I go around and do the same thing on the other side. These have a hex on them. No, I don't think they do. No, they don't. But they have the flats in the back, which I like better. So I'm going to go do the same thing on the other side and fight with that because I broke my 6mm bit. I have another Allen key, but we'll see if I can do it without breaking it this time. But pretty simple. You can get them in there. Like I said, if you're really struggling to get this in, undo both sides if you're replacing both. I replaced both. This one's broken. The other one, going to replace that as well at the same time because it's probably going to break as well. Well, that's it for the 07 Ford Edge Swaybar endlinks. And I can hear the comments already, or see the comments already that, oh, just use the hex end. Just use the hex end. Yeah, you saw what happened. And even when I was talking about it and trying to be careful, I ended up breaking it off. If you live in the Rust Belt, those things don't, 99% of the time, every time, it doesn't work. So you have to get it to where you can get at it and either get a vice grips on it. And on the driver's side, I just could not, it's just tight. It's hard to get a good squeeze on a pair of vice grips to get a hold of it. So I got it where it backed off about halfway. And then I went in with a cutting wheel, grinding, a cut-off wheel, cut the thing off. It goes like this. Make sure you cut on the nut side of that, or you get to cut it twice. But I ended up cutting it off to get it off the bottom. You can get in there, sawzall, hacksaw, it'll do it. But not that hard. It took longer to get that apart than anything. If you need to do this for your Ford Edge, I hope it helps you out. If you like the videos, click the like and subscribe below. Thanks for watching.